Fristam Pumps is a leading manufacturer of high-quality sanitary stainless steel pumps, blenders, and mixers. Before beginning, follow your company's lockout-tagout procedure. Reference the FDS maintenance manual to find additional safety precautions, tool sizes, torque values, and technical information at www.fristam.com/USA. Tools required: soft-faced hammer, wrench set, Allen wrench set, socket wrench set, lubricant, gapping shims, brass or aluminum block, torque wrench set, pump disassembly. Remove the cover bolts and washers. Remove the cover from the casing. Remove and inspect cover gasket for damage. Loosen the housing bolts. Remove the casing from the housing. Remove and inspect the casing housing gasket for damage. Place a brass or aluminum block between the screws to block rotation. Remove the screw nut from the drive screw and inspect the gasket. Move the brass block to the back of the screws. Remove the screw nut from the idle screw. Inspect the screw nut gasket for damage. Remove both screws simultaneously. Seal replacement. Housing on. Remove the rotating seals from the shafts. Remove and discard the rotating seal form ring. Loosen the 4 mechanical seal retainer bolts. Remove the mechanical seal retainers. Remove the stationary seals from the housing. Inspect as necessary. Lubricate the outer O-ring of the stationary seal. Line up the notch to the outside of the housing so it will match up to the seal retainer tab. There is also a flat side opposite the notch that aligns to a flat in the housing. Install the stationary seal. Ensure that it is fully seated against the spacer or double seal. Lubricate the shafts in order for the O-ring inside the rotating seal to slide on. Install the rotating seal. Install the mechanical seal retainers. Ensure they are fully engaged with the notch of the stationary seal. Secure the mechanical seal retainer bolts. Seal replacement. Housing off. Remove the pump housing. Place the housing on its back. Loosen the 4 mechanical seal retainer bolts. Remove the mechanical seal retainers. Inspect as necessary. Remove the double seal. Remove the double seal O-ring. Install the double seal O-ring onto the shaft. Lubricate and install the double seal. Lubricate the outer stationary seal form ring on the stationary seal and install the seal into the seal cavity. Press the seal into the cavity so the shaping groove is showing. Install the spring clip into the back of the housing. Make sure the notch of the seal aligns with the seal retainer. For illustration purposes, this is how the components fit together. Install the mechanical seal retainer. Ensure they are fully engaged with the notch and outer groove of the stationary seal. Secure the mechanical seal retainer bolts. Lubricate the shaft and install the rotating seal O-ring. Install the casing housing bolts. Install the housing. Install and tighten the cap screws. Install the casing housing gasket onto the housing. lubricate and install the rotating seal. Lubricate and install the rotating seal form ring. Install the screws. In the standard configuration, the right screw's leading edge will rotate counterclockwise, and the left screw will rotate clockwise. Note, the screw with 1 dot should be installed on the drive shaft, and the screw with 2 dots should be installed on the idle shaft. Align both the left and right screws together and install simultaneously. Push back until the screws sit flush with the rotating seal. Lubricate and install the screw nut gasket. Install the screw nut onto the shaft. Place the brass block between the screws. Apply torque to the screw nuts 2 to 3 times alternating to ensure torque is correct. Move the brass block to the back of the screws. Tighten the other screw nut to the proper torque. Confirm the screw-to-screw gap found in the maintenance manual's technical information section. If the gap is not correct, the pump will need to be gapped. Install the casing. Install the casing onto the housing. Tighten the casing housing bolts. Install the cover. Install the cover gasket onto the cover. Install the cover onto the casing. Install the cover bolts and washers and tighten. Gapping the pump. With the cover and casing removed, you are ready to set the gap on the pump. Remove the gearbox cover. Using an Allen wrench, loosen the socket head cap screws on the idle shaft gear retainer. When loosening the retaining screws, use a socket and ratchet on one of the screw nuts, applying reverse force to make it easier to loosen the retaining screws. The idle shaft will be loose, allowing it to spin. The gap between the screws will change as you spin the idle shaft. Find the proper gap for the model, located in the maintenance manual's technical information section. Insert gapping shims between the front and back of the screws. Check the gap between flanks in multiple locations to ensure the gap is correct and consistent. Place a slightly thicker shim in the rear between the screws when you tighten. Tighten 2 of the cap screws on the idle shaft gear retainer. Remove both of the gapping shims and check the gap between flanks in multiple locations to ensure the gap is correct and consistent. Once you have confirmed the gap is correct, tighten the remaining gear retainer screws. Rotate the shafts to ensure the screws turn freely without interference. Place gearbox cover back on and tighten the bolts. Install the casing. Note the orientation of the taper per your configuration. Once the screws and casing are installed, rotate the pump shaft to verify that the screws turn freely. Install the pump cover. Then, the pump will be ready to be placed back into service.